On this video, we're going to be talking about a project called Quail. And I'm going to go ahead and explain what Quail is and a little bit of why Quail exists and some of the objectives and ultimately what it can do now and what it will do in the future. Quail is bidirectional import-export support of EverQuest assets. As you can see on my README, there's a huge breakdown of all the different file types that are pending or are supported currently with Quail. We are working on import support, which currently there are bugs with v4 and zone files with EQG. And then also there are bugs with S3D, basically to the point not supported currently. We're currently working on a fragment rebuild to make things a little bit more unified and easier to go between the two versions. For export, we do actually support, especially for models, the ability to export, and there is currently a bug with the UV alignment that we're ongoing fixing. There is also some early work being done with the bone and animation data. Image sequence support it needs some debugging. So a lot of things need to be done in order for Quail to work end to end, but just to showcase how it works and what the experience is like, we're gonna go ahead and jump into Blender, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete this scene I had in open already. And if we go to File on Blender and go to Import, you're gonna see a new import type called EverQuest Archive with the extension of EQG or S3D as supported types. And if you point this to your EverQuest directory and you find EverQuest EQG or S3D files like so, we're going to go ahead and just open one of the IT prefix files just because we know that these are typically weapons and armor and such, which are a little easier for my tool to support. So if we hit import, you can see here that the asset has been imported and we now can edit said import or object. We do have a node view. The base color is based on a property of texture diffuse, which is a name ref. And there is also a texture normal that is the bump mapping if supported by the tool. And if you go to File Export and you set a directory, and we can just call this it1111.eqg. If we export this, we can go ahead and go into the EverQuest directory and we can look for IT1111. Here it is. We can also grab I23937. And what you can see is that the contents are very close. It does work. It would load in EverQuest. And yeah, you can see that that's an import-export success story, at least with a model. This is going to be available on GitHub. So if you go to the Quail add-on, and you go to releases, you'll get a zip file that you can install. And I'll go over the steps of installing and the latest progress, especially when we have a true candidate release. These are more like early preview. That's Quail in a nutshell. Thank you for watching and have an awesome day.